Yo, it's your boy Ted Kyap. I am in the studio right now, late night, working hard, like every Asians do. But shout outs to Ghetto Booth TV for, you know what I'm saying, bringing me out. Shout outs.
This is GBC, remixing beats, doing what we please, free the beats and smash up all the enemies. This is GBC, remixing beats, helping MCs, free the beef and beat up all the MCs. This is GBC, remixing beats, doing what we please, free the beats and smash up all the enemies. This is GBC, remixing beats, helping MCs, free the beef and beat up all the MCs. It's a throwback, we so stacked with a whole pack of dope raps, hold back, you let it go crack upside your head. Already told you back the fuck up before you get hit with it full blast, cause we know that you can't take no more of that shit. That's it, it's over, no take it back shit. Savage the way we let it go when we attack, bitch. Lashing out at anyone trying to come at us. We live for that shit. That's the type of action that happens to a side of hostile reaction from the GBC. You know you fucked up when we laughing while we sizing up these bitches for the slaughter. Right through like a marauder, run you down with the cause stronger now. More than when you was at your best. Rest now, cause you know that we just getting started. Blessed with the will to survive, always ride or die. Hip hop will always live long as the GBC's alive. This is GBC, remixing beats, doing what we please, free the beats and smash up all the enemies. This is GBC, remixing beats, helping MCs, free the beef and beat up all the MCs. This is GBC, remixing beats, doing what we please, free the beats and smash up all the enemies. This is GBC, remixing beats, helping MCs, free the beef and beat up all the MCs.
Yo, what up?
What up?
Welcome back, Booth TV, episode 2, season
Deuce.
You know how we're getting down.
Season 2, son.
Just
getting a little excited about everything. We're doing a little more on our projects. We're adding a little more flair to them.
We are.
It seems like the more creative we get, the more creative we are. And inspiration builds inspiration.
Yeah, and we keep building and building, and we got a super cool guest tonight.
What?
Why don't you introduce?
What? Teddy Kyap?
Teddy Kyap.
You gonna see it?
What up?
Hey, this guy, he's like so cool to hang out with.
Really
He
is.
just knows and he's seen so much more than I could ever believe. I'm never gonna get to see in my entire life.
Dude, he's been all over the fucking place.
And for that, I'm grateful that he came by.
Yeah.
And I want you to look him up. It's Teddy, and it's Kyap.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Yep.
And I think he has an Instagram too. Check him out, like for real. They're like really cool, and he'll teach you things like I teach you things.
He'll teach you probably different types
of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and we just continue to do that shit. We continue to make progress. Got all kinds of new different segments coming at you.
What?
And we hope that you are liking, sharing, and subscribing. Right?
We're doing this thing for you guys.
For you and for us.
And yeah, because we like to do it. Honestly, it keeps me entertained. It keeps me going.
It does. And we want to encourage you to let us know what you think in the comments. So please hit us up.
Suggestions are welcome.
That's right.
Haters are gonna hate, so feel free to hate on it.
Keep hating.
I'm totally okay with that.
Yep.
Like 100% totally okay with that.
Ghetto Booth love the hate.
We love it.
Yeah, we do. And so
what do we always start these things out with?
You know how we roll.
What is it? Which one of those? Us versus them, son.
Yeah, it's the freestyle shit
coming at you. And
Ghetto Booth.
We haven't picked out a beat quite yet, but once we do, we will let you know.
Yeah, we'll let you know who it is. And don't forget, you can find the link to the beat in the descriction. Make sure you go visit that page.
Look these guys up. These producers are working hard on the beats, and
they really are.
They give them to you so you can practice.
Yeah.
So you can entertain yourself.
Absolutely.
And even maybe they'll get your creative juices flowing, and then you can get creative off of somebody else's creativity.
That's right. And don't forget, you can always freestyle over the same beat, and you can send it to the Ghetto Booth at usversusthem4@gmail.com.
Also, check out the YouTube page for free beats.
Yeah, absolutely.
Our YouTube page.
Free beats that we put up there.
At Ghetto Booth.
Ghetto Booth on YouTube.
Ghetto Booth.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Haha.
We'll be back.
You. Peace. Deuces. What's up, son?
Yeah. BBT. Holy P. What it is. One of those.
Us versus them, yo. Slow boy. Dope beats.
Feeling like we the heart in this game, dog. Feel like departed. Cause we ain't taking part in this bullshit. Nah, dog. We gon' let it loose. Yeah, ride, dog. We gon' do what we wanna do up in the Ghetto Booth. We don't even give a fuck about whatever you say about us.
My mind, a fucking ride. And I'm saying quiet. Everybody's like, yo, why is this shit being quiet? You know, he's about to get excited. He's about to come out with something. Everybody's what's happening with this? What the hell you bumping? What's going on in this kid's brain? And it's so much shit, I can't even get into it. I got it out simple, you gotta fucking read into it. It's like a big fucking puzzle. If you got fucking puzzled by keys, cause you don't know poetry or the GBC.
Yeah, read between the lines. See, you and I really ain't the same kind, dog. We do it right. Every time you just blinded by the shine that we find, and every time we get on a beat and we start to rhyme shit.
And then they're like, yo, keep this track alive and rewind it. It's TBC, we here and we the fucking kindest. All the nights I be growing is that fucking kind shit. You wanna get behind this, come fucking find it. But you never can without a fucking map. You need the reason shit we're working on, cause it's fucking scraps. Pieces of paper, you fucking sitting there and fucking laboring over this shit. It comes so natural, these kids and this click kid.
Ghetto Booth, Chronicles, bitch. We go tit for tat, dog. We just ripping the tracks. Everybody in the game gonna know they're coming through and blazing stats. Rolling up, dog. We blowing up. That's right, we showing up and showing up. All you soldiers, what the fuck you gonna do when the Ghetto Booth come through? We don't give a fuck about you. We blazing at your crew. So do whatever you please, dog. Cause we gon' beast over any beat that you giving the fucking GBC, Paul VP, EBT. Do whatever we please, like we don't give a fuck about what you try to speak, like we don't give a fuck about who you trying to be on the mic, dog. We just let it loose while you let it be.
Yo, you like rap through the fog. It's like you're behind something, dog. And what's behind that look? You look fucking fog. You just fucking pause. Way too fucking long. That's why I'm fucking coming in here fucking singing my song. And I always come in strong, yo. I never lasted long, though. I just keep on going. Everything I need to be done gets done so fucking fast and I'm fucking flowing. But that shit starts fucking flowing. And yeah, I get fucked up. I don't give a fuck what you know, kid. GBC, we doing this. Us versus them, yo. Hit us up at Ghetto Booth. What?
.com,
son.
And
That's
we
a fucking
doing
Booth
this shit
TV.
all day long.
What?
So come along with the Ghetto Booth. And now, a word from our sponsors.
Are you stressed out? Do you suffer from hypertension? Do you have mood swings and people just don't generally like to be around you because you're a fucking asshole? We here at Booth Pharma think you need to lighten the fuck up by lighting up. We're proud to bring to you the joint. Booth Pharma. They make you hungry, horny, and tired all at the same damn time.
Titties and THC. The owners of Club Castaway, a strip club located in Whately, Mass., have plans to open up a new marijuana dispensary at that location. Combining their old and their new business, they plan to open up a new topless marijuana dispensary, the first of its kind in the United States. Will this be a unique marketing scheme or the future of the marijuana industry? Only time will tell if these two entrepreneurs can get a rise out of their customer. But one thing's for sure, tips are most certainly recommended. Sometimes you gotta ask yourself,
what would Willis do?
What would Willis do? Hey Willis, what would you do? You get offered to have a threesome. One of them's fine, one of them's butt-ass ugly. Do you go for it?
It all depends upon the situation and the mode. I'm speaking from experience, ugly people need love too.
What up?
Big man T.
Big man T. Teddy.
Paul, man.
What's up? What's happening?
Chilling, man. How you been?
Not bad. Welcome to Booth TV. This is a studio. It's kind of lax.
Yeah.
We'll be doing stuff that normal people don't be doing in studios. That's where we get this adjustable camera, make sure we don't capture any of that.
The setup is dope though, yo. I ain't gonna front.
It's versatile. This is what we do. It's Booth TV, son. It's not let's go see how we make muffins and clean the counter up out there. You spill something, that's fine.
Follow, man.
I'll clean up after.
Yeah.
Look at my boy Teddy over here. What's up? He's been doing music. How long have you been doing music for, bud?
I've been doing music for about, since I was like 15, 16. I'm 30 now.
Alright.
I do it for fun. Like,
How often do you get into the studio?
A lot, but I like writing for people mostly. Before I wasn't supposed to really get into it, like as in like music wise, but I like writing for people, selling it to people, and then doing live shows. You know what I mean? That's what I originally did it for. I wasn't a fan of recording either. I was just like doing performing live. That's my fucking niche. That's where I get power from.
Oh yeah, but I've seen online. I looked at your profile. So crazy. I seen you play in front of crazy crowds.
Yeah, man.
So music videos. How do you come across? How do you meet these people?
Yo, bro, it's mostly just talking shit, bars, and like since our community is pretty small, Tibetan people, our community is big, but at the same time, our network is insane. You know what I mean? So,
I was looking it up.
Yeah.
You say Tibetan people, right on.
Free Tibet.
I was looking up the Free Tibet movement, and so where exactly is Tibet located?
Tibet is located right on top of Nepal, but China took over and whatnot, and they started.
Yeah, and so I looked out on Wikipedia, like this annex thing happened in like 1950 or
1950.
Yeah.
Fuck the CCP.
And it's like, well, they just came in, they just pushing it with their laws, their way of living.
Because they are kind of, they don't like the idea of Buddhism because we don't necessarily follow a certain. We're peaceful people, like we don't have gods or anything like that. We just follow kindness. That's our religion.
Yeah.
So I mean, when you do that, it kind of goes against the CCP's language. Like their shit is like straight up work, and believe in us. We're the gods type of thing.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Fuck.
So with Buddhism though, it's like there is no God. It's just a general.
Yeah. I mean, we know the name Buddha himself, but we don't consider him like God. You know what I mean? Like we consider him kind of like a teacher to us. We follow his what's like the Four Noble Truths, and we follow most of his ideology and teachings, but we don't necessarily, what I mean? Like make.
Like, so you praying, not praying to him, he's there praying with you. He's there hanging with you.
That's the crazy thing about, exactly. That's the crazy thing about Tibetans, right? When we pray, it's not like praying to a certain somebody. It's like, Om Mani Padme Hum is like saying world peace. So when we say Om Mani Padme Hum, we're repeating that mantra. It's just for the world itself.
And you're not looking for praying, looking for money. You just look for everybody to be happy and get along.
Exactly. Yeah. Om meaning mind, body, and soul. You know what I mean? So it's just like praying to your inner peace and like others' peace. That's it. But yeah, man, I like your podcast, bro. You got a nice thing going here. I heard you interviewed the people that played over here this weekend during Levitate.
Yeah, good times, dude.
How was it?
We had, dude, up here was crazy. These two kids that were jamming out here. We had, his name's Young Chad. I had him for like hours, and we switched to this from it was over there, the podcast over there before. And Young Chad, he just fucking jammed, and I could feel it. When he's singing and jamming, it was like he didn't even have a set list or anything. He just would jam. You could feel him when he's singing. I could have been like 3 rooms away. I would just feel him like and when he's playing, dude, think about music because you really want it to transfer that. You want the message to get across.
It's like psychedelics without taking psychedelics because the motherfucker rips and you feel every string
like
chord.
You can feel like what they were. You can picture how they felt when they were doing this and they were creating music.
Yeah.
And that's really hard. Like a lot of people are gone.
When you portray that shit, right, it's like, music for me is weird, right? Because like back in the days, I used to straight up smoke and write, smoke weed and write. Now I stopped smoking, so it's hard for me to write a little bit. But I thought I was depending solely on weed. Weed makes you write beautiful music. It enhances your feelings, so you write it mad dope. Yeah. But out of nowhere, I stopped. When I was in India for 6 months taking care of my grandpa, it was like one of those things that I was just like, you know what, I can't smell like weed and come home clearly, So I was like, let me stop. Let me see if I can write an EP or an album. And like I said, bro, I don't think it was necessarily the weed that was making me write. It was my emotions in the first place, right? Yeah. I came out with a nice little fucking album.
Better.
Yeah.
Clearer. That's cool. You can give me a place I can look at. Find it.
But no, I haven't even released it yet, bro. I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna release it this summer.
How do you get into like writing songs for people? You write a lot?
Yeah, writing songs is one of those things. It's almost like, okay, so I was, more than anything, I'm interested in telling stories. Yeah. So for a kid who didn't know how to sing before, or how to know how to rap, I wasn't even introduced to rap at an early age. Maybe I was in India. Yeah. And over there, it's all fucking, like, we're like 20 years back compared to America. So I'm still listening to disco, Michael Jackson and shit around 2000. I'm just like, what the fuck? I know there's a new thing. So, like, my mom brought me up here in New York. And then out of nowhere, I got introduced to Biggie, which had to be...
Oh, my God.
Bruh.
Yeah.
That's a different type of art. Like, I didn't even know you could curse in songs.
Oh, yeah?
I'm listening to Michael Jackson, Beat It and all that shit in India. But
that helped you, too.
That fucking, don't get me wrong, though. Cause now I know an idea of the songs, you know what I mean? Don't you take me to Funky Town? All that disco shit back in the day, even that helped me. I feel like a great artist takes from everything, bro. I listen to country too, bro. I listen to reggae, I listen to African, fucking Afro beats. I listen to everything that I can so I can soak it. A great artist would always soak everything up.
And try.
Yeah, try shit. And now, I'm telling you, I got a song coming out called Casamigos. It's Afro based.
What's that? Nomad. You had a song. I was just
Nomad. Yeah.
Yeah, and like that's Nomad. Explain.
Nomad was one of those songs. I was like, it's literally me, you know, just traveling left and right everywhere. But the thing is, like, we used to do that before when we were Tibetans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Tibetans literally are the original nomads, bro. Like, we don't have a country right now. We're still the craziest nomads because you'll see us in Brazil, you'll see us in everywhere.
Yeah.
Wherever you go, there's a part of us over there. You know what I mean?
And you're not taking.
And we're thriving, bro. Right? We're thriving. Yeah. I mean, we might be fighting for our country and whatnot, but we're still wherever we are. We based on family, you know what I mean? Like, so literally we thrive everywhere. So that music Nomad, I talk about the sense of not now, the nomadic now, because I want to come with Nomad Part 2, but Nomad is the original, the first story of what happened. You know, since I was young, I had so many questions. Why don't we have a president at any elections? My grandfather looked at me and said, listen, young boy, we had to flee our country because our hopes were destroyed. Yeah. Imagine that. Can you imagine that? Leaving your country but can never return back. You know what I mean? Like,
and that sucks, right? So say like China decided, okay, we're going now.
Exactly.
Would you be able to go back?
Oh, nah, hell no. They'll kill me in a heartbeat. They put me on a fucking spit, bro.
No, if China left.
If China left? Fuck yeah, bro. No, more than anything, bro, it's not about just the youngins going back, because we will, for sure. And it's about our grandparents who are alive still. Because they miss that place. That's where they grew up. Imagine being kicked out from there, walking 8,000 miles, you know what I mean? Like 5,000, 8,000 miles back down to India and living there, because now, like, if you stayed there, they would have killed your ass. That type of shit. Okay, so I was born in India. People look at me, that's why I had that. When I came over here, I went to boarding school in India, so I had the thickest Indian accent. Yeah. And you know, like when I made my first friends, of course there were black folks. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, yo, we gotta get this kid, and we're like, yo, what do you mean we gotta get this kid? It's like, yo, he's Asian, he got a Chinese face, but he got an Indian accent. It's like a rare Pokemon. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's it. Like Pokemon.
They're like, oh yeah, we gotta join. And I knew how to bang. Like I knew how to fight.
Yeah.
Because I lived in India for so damn long. So they're like, oh, yo, we can put it in our crew and whatnot. And then when I'm chilling with them, like I've been cooking since I was young age, but when I was over here, I learned about soul food from their families. I learned about fucking music from them as well. My whole humor type is based on them too, you know what I mean? Because I didn't necessarily just hang out with black. I hung out with all the crew that I can, you know what I mean?
It's like having as many flavors as you can.
Yeah, bro. It's just like cooking,
When I was listening to YouTube, maybe. Every single song sounded great. I was in the video, where is he in the back? And I was like, oh, there he is. He's been here the whole time.
I think that's what I think though. Like great creators doesn't necessarily listen to one genre. Yeah. Just with great chefs, they don't cook one thing. Yeah, sure, you can do that, and then you can be the authentic part of that. You know, like authentic part of that culture to do that. Like if I just cook Tibetan food, I could cook Tibetan food, but I'll be only based in Jacksonites. You know what I mean? Like where it's a big Tibetan population, and then I'll just be stuck there. Yeah. But if you open yourself to any type of, and you grab everybody's inspiration, I feel like you can be mainstream, like be big. I was born in down south in Karnataka, in India, but then after that, boarding school in India, then left around 9 to 10, came over here, PS157, what up?
PS157.
Bro, I even know the school song. But yeah, man, from there, again, like I said, all the flavors started combining. Because it's not just, you see diversity of people and you're like, holy shit, bro.
How many different languages do you speak?
English, Tibetan, Hindi. 3.
And
I understand some though, but
you can write?
I can write in fucking Tibetan?
No, how many languages you can write in?
English, that's it.
Yeah, right there.
That shit is hard, bro.
I'm in that boat.
All these squiggly lines will fuck you up. For sooner, like for me, right? Sooner or later, I think I love rapping. Don't get me wrong, that was my first love. But singing was one of those, because I sort of followed my sister because she's huge in the industry. You know, like she's what would you call it? She is like big in traditional stuff, like so. She became huge, and then I was just like trying out stuff and whatnot. But then I started joining this. I had more. She was Tibetan traditional type of ear. For me, it was like more of an R&B, hip hop, You know, that type of vibe. So I went, and then I started exploring it, doing little performances. When I was young, no money, nothing during then, you know. But in high school, I remember I liked this girl, and I joined choir class because of that. And then 2 years later, I was just like, she didn't like me, so I said, fuck that, I'm leaving, you know what I mean? But then I was still way too involved in
spent 2 years chasing out a chicken choir
class. Not even, yo, come on, son, how you gonna have game with an Indian accent, you know what I mean? Come here, baby, here, you know what I mean? Like, come on. Yeah, but nah, I swear to God, bro, like, if anybody, one thing I learned in America is this, right? If you're really trying to learn English without the accent, bro, Disney Channel, bro.
Oh yeah, Disney Channel.
Disney Channel. That's how I learned it.
But like it's simple. Like you can make good music if you know how to work with it and sing. Yeah. That's what I like to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, speeching's not very easy talking, which is why I do a podcast. Like it's not easy for me to talk. It's not clear. I have a mess of a lot of things. Like the longer I'm doing something, you'll see me fading and falling off. Yeah. I'm gonna keep doing it longer because like I don't.
It make it better, exactly. Yeah.
And I don't like that. I don't like things that can hold you back to do that. I don't ever say no. I'm not gonna do this for this. And you're gonna.
Speaking from a person that had an accent for a long time, if you do it long enough, you would just trickle down and be fucking better at it. You know what I mean? 10,000 hours, bro. Like I said, 10,000. Yeah,
that's anything you do for 10,000 hours, you become professional at it, right? Exactly. I mean, I'm going on hour 1 million probably right now. I'm just trying to work on shit, and it doesn't. I do it because I enjoy it when I'm hanging out with my people. We have a good time doing it. You know what I'm saying?
It's such a dope way to know about somebody's life.
It is.
You know? Because it's not like a fucking small, like 5-6 minutes interview type of shit. It's like you're talking as homies for an hour, 2 hours, and you learn a lot about them.
Having a good conversation.
Good conversation. You know, honestly, bro, like I have met so much weird people to good people. Whatever it is, weird is good to me. Weird sounds beautiful to me for some reason. I was a weirdo.
And I don't think that's normal.
You become weird for so long, people will call you weird for so long that it's normalized. You know what I mean? So you, it's normal. You know what I mean? Because now I think it's normal as fuck. Whoever I meet, bro, you know how many fucking people that I've met traveling everywhere? Especially in the state that I'm like, yo, I see why this country is great, bro. Because everybody is just so fucking different. They're beautiful in each other's way.
We should redefine the word weird because someone who's not trying to be themselves.
Exactly.
Someone who's like trying to portray something that they're not. That's weird.
Exactly.
Like you be acting weird, being all strange and shit. You fucking people.
Yo, you should be proud, bro. Weird is one thing. It's a compliment to me, man. Honestly, it's a compliment to me. You can call me weird. I'm like, yo, thank you so much.
I'm just in my case.
I specialize in fucking weirdom. You know what I mean? That's why people gravitate towards me. Yo, what made you do this podcast thing, by the way? I gotta ask.
I got no rhythm.
That's what?
I know.
Come on.
No, okay, if you take a walk around my house, man, everything's like something. I never stopped doing something that I started doing, so I never failed. You know what I'm saying? I've never failed. I'll always keep going and going and going at it, like working on it. You know what I'm saying?
Jack of all trades.
Even growing my vegetable garden. Fucking, I like fucking dick for tomatoes last year. I got nothing. I fucking grow tomatoes. I'm gonna fucking do it better. You gotta learn. Like, you learn from your experience, and I think
I appreciate that.
No one's ever failed until they stop trying.
Exactly.
That's when you fail. That's when you quit. I don't quit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's a thing they said some shit like the greatest failure is the greatest hero too, bro. Because if you keep failing at things, that means you just lessons after lessons after lessons after lessons for you to succeed. You know what I mean?
You learn. And
exactly.
So I say, if you're a quitter if you quit. Yeah. And I think that's what haters do. I think haters are quitters that are trying to get people to quit because they've already quit doing the shit they fucking want to do.
That's why I don't quit drinking or smoking cigarettes.
Well,
I'm just kidding. He's like, well.
I understand. I'm in the same boat, man.
Oh,
you playing shows? Yeah. How was it?
Bro, it was amazing. The first time I met him, my mom was like, yo, you want to be a security? I was like 17 or 18. You want to be a security at Javits Center. If it's like 40, maybe more 1,000 people, bro. I was just over there. And I was like, bro, I'm not even that big and whatnot. She was like, no, it's a chance for you to see him. I'm like, all right, cool. That was that was, clearly I've seen him before that, but that was like sort of like almost like 10 feet or 5 feet away. Yeah. So, you know, I had my back turned around. Bro, I believe in spirituality and energy more than anything. I don't believe in higher beings and yada, yada, yada. I do believe in higher beings, but it's not a body or a person to me. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, bro, like, okay, so I was there stopping people like this. I had my back turned around, right? And he's in the back coming toward the stage before his teaching. And I'm just like, I'm taking a little peek at him and I'm stopping people. All the guards are with me as well. I'm stopping people. Fucking, when he came close enough, I looked back. And when I looked back, I'm not even kidding, my life was fucked up during then too, you know? It was all sad and, you know, just fucking, it was just a hassle of things. Nothing's going right to me. And I turned around and I looked at his face, right? There's something about his face that will make a grown fucking man cry. And it's not just me, you know what I mean? Because I'm looking at these people, everybody's crying, but I'm like, first, before, when I had my back turned around.
You're scared guy.
No, exactly. When I had my back turned around, everybody's crying. I'm like, why are they, you know what I mean? Like, push, blah, blah. I turned around when he got close enough, I looked at his face. This energy is just waved towards you. And this is the type of story that I've heard with a lot of people too. People that
which one do you talk about?
That's what I'm saying. And I turned around, I just felt the wave of like compassion towards me. I'm like, my life is not that bad. That's what I'm thinking when I'm seeing his face. It's like, I have to think about others that's worst.
Yeah.
You know, and when I see his face, it's like a radiant. It's like a radiant energy. It's not like anything else, bro. It's like everything is okay. I turned around. I said, "Forget the people." I'm looking at him. I'm crying.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just like, bro. I'm just stopping.
When you're there, would be 40,000 people crying.
Bro, thousands of people give a beautiful teaching about compassion and kindness, and you know, even how to control your madness and how to control your anxiety and everything. You know, he said it's like a beautiful quotes, not just from him. I think that many greats have said this as well. It's like, when you think about the past too much, you will get depressed. When you think about the future too much, you will get anxiety. So you need to stay in the pocket and be kind and share all that. Like, learn to live in the moment, and that's one of those things during that teaching. The second one was when I was in India a couple months ago, and before all that fucking stupid controversy, you know what I mean, that came up. And I went up there. This time it was different because now my life is sort of, in my mind I'm thinking, I'm kind of fixed now, you know, since that, you know, like I put in the work and whatnot, and I'm going up to him. This time I didn't cry. Just went up there, I saw his face, and, you know, he was like, you know, he was just like, touch my cheek, and I'm like bending, you know, I'm just like, yo, like, I think I've never had a father figure or role model in my life, but if I had to think about it, I'm like, if I did learn about compassion, it was through you in my mind, you know? I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, yo, let me just sit down and whatnot. Usually I would get tired. So before, I sat down. Okay, so I was the last person to meet him, right? And then he shook my hand, and then everybody's supposed to come in the picture and sit down. As we were sitting down, I'm about to sit down in front of him. People just bum rush and just start pushing and whatnot, you know? And my mom is right next to me. And then my mom got pushed by this dude. Usually I'll get pissed off. You know? It's like a nature of the swing. But I had nothing like that. I just had a smile on my face. I'm getting pushed left and right, and I just sat down, and I'm just like, and man, it was just.
Couldn't you be like violent or upset?
Yeah, you can't. Nearby him, you can't. It's like, for them, you know what I thought, man? The people that were pushing, I was like, how can you act like that in front of him?
Yeah, I think that, and I kind of boils down to exactly what you just said. It's being in the moment, in right now, as opposed to worrying about the future
or the past.
Sweating the past. You know what I'm saying?
There's no point. I learned there's no point of it. Like, I'm 30 right now, and to me, right, like, in my mind, I think I'm safe to me, you know what I mean? After all that crazy shit that happened in my life, I'm safe. That's what I feel. And safe is a healthy place to be.
It's not like, this is past me.
Yeah,
you just say, I'm okay right now.
I'm okay right now.
You were saying weird, but that's not weird. We need to make weird the new normal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm different everywhere around. I think that I like to act with people I feel like they're comfortable with. Sometimes.
Same, bro. I used to work for this company that only made food for like millionaires and billionaires, you know. But I didn't know how to turn me off. Meaning, I'm just this wild dude, you know what I mean? And I gotta, like, every time I go to an event and it's in their house or whatever, I'm like, after I cook my shit and after I serve it and I'm talking to clients and whatnot, I go around checking the house out. Then I don't know where I'll meet somebody and I'll just talk shit, just being stupid. I'll just be like, yo, what the fuck? This is a giant ass house, you know? I was like, is this yours? And he'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, you mind if I steal a couple of things? And some shit like that. I don't have no filter. And he would laugh, and, you know, he's like, I'm a CEO of this company. And we always break it down, and all I'm doing is breaking the ice. Like, I don't have this, like, hey, nice to meet you thing, you know what I mean? Like, I just break ice, and he's like, yo, y'all gotta introduce you to my friends. Like, you keep making fun of me. Nobody ever treats me like this. I'm like, yo, don't be.
I didn't realize who you were.
I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, I don't fucking know you. I don't know you. You know what I mean? I'm just, And then we're going downstairs, and my boss is looking at me like, hey, come back, you know what I mean? I'm like, give me 1 second. Just talking shit to people, and they're laughing hysterically and whatnot. And then out of nowhere, it's like, yo, nobody ever talks to me. They're just trying to feel like normal and accepted.
Yeah.
Like, because they can't go outside and get that feeling anymore.
Well,
because
you're
they're
a
too
millionaire,
fucking...
when
Yeah,
you do
actors
anything,
and whatnot.
there's 5 people with their hands out,
Yeah, man.
wanting shit like
Exactly.
that. And I think, I say
Fake-
money doesn't mean shit to me.
They'll say fake jokes, you know what I
You
mean?
look around my house, you think like,
He would say a corny ass
everything
joke.
that I have, I do.
He would say something really cheesy and corny, and everybody in that group would laugh.
Right.
Meanwhile, I'm like, you guys are like, I'll call it out. I'll be like, you guys are yes men. You guys are fucking weird for laughing at that joke.
You think it's
and
funny.
he's laughing at that. You know what I mean? The main guy's laughing at that. He's like, oh my god, I thought you would never call him out type of shit. I'm just like, bro, I'm like, you surround yourself with too much yes men. You know what I mean? It's like, and then we're talking about it, and then I don't know where. I swear to God, this one time we got almost like 5,000 or 6,000 in total in tips just from one guy.
Yeah.
And there's only like 7 people working. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, like, oh, like we'll talk to you again and whatnot. Because fuck being nice, just be real. If you sell so much lie, like you have to realize you gotta keep it up for a lie to the other one. Like a lie, bro. Everybody lies. I'll be
But
honest.
they get to keep it up for a lifetime.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, remember, like, during this day and that day, like when it was important to you, you couldn't make it because this happened. You're like, it was 8 years ago, but then you're like, no, I was doing this.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, what the fuck? You told me the other thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It catches up.
Awesome chatting. It's season 2 Booth TV. You guys go on your YouTube, just subscribe to Ghetto Booth.
And now it's time for more fictitious statistics with Paulie P.
Hi, I'm Paulie P. Oh, what? We're gonna talk about some beaches. I think I'm gonna take this down poolside, son. Statistics. Beaches, yo. Of the people who go to freshwater beaches, 20% go to sunbathe, 40% go to swim, 30% go for both, 10%, they tag along and they drag along for the fun. Here's some statistics on surfer-occupied beaches. In the Northeast, you have 13% surfers, 47% swimmers, 40% sunbathers. In Northwest, 47% surfers, 20% swimmers, and 33% sunbathers. In the Southeast, 20% surfers, 20% swimmers, 60% sunbathers. In the Southwest, it's 33% surfers, 33% swimmers, and 34% sunbathers. An undertow can pull 3/4 of the total weight of the wave that made it. Area base. A 2-foot wide undertow with a wave height of 4 feet and a depth of 4 feet can weigh up to 3,068.35 pounds. It can move up to 2,301.26.05 pounds. Better watch your feet. And don't say I ain't told you. If you get caught in an undertow, you gotta swim parallel to the beach. But in hindsight, just stay away from riptides. Philosophically speaking, don't get dragged down by the tides of time. So that was Teddy Kyap.
Yeah.
And I have to be careful how I say it because I'm not a linguist.
No.
Or I guess I am, but not like that. So
No, he was definitely he's definitely an interesting dude. He's done a lot of stuff.
honestly, like even with the Dalai Lama conversation, I feel like I've been handling my situations better because of that conversation. You know what I'm saying? I was literally getting goosebumps during the interview because I was like, so much of that stuff makes sense.
Yeah, I mean the Dalai Lama is such a cool person.
When you talk about,
you know what I mean?
The past, you think about the past.
Well,
it gives you
it's
depression.
cool.
You think about the future, it gives you anxiety.
Yeah.
So stay in the present.
It's cool because
To
it's so interesting to see like people from different parts of the world and dealing with so many different things. You know, a lot of times I think that Americans kind of get locked into their own
The easiness of it.
You know what I
The
mean?
easiness of it. You know what I'm saying? We turn on a faucet, we have water. We plug something in, we have electricity.
Yeah, it's not like that everywhere.
It's not like that everywhere,
Yeah.
guys. You have to realize. Some people get their rights taken away from them, and we don't have to deal with that 100%. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I guess there's people taking advantage of their positions, their job things, but
Yeah, absolutely.
you get that. That's like things we can talk about when we have an incident come up similar to that. Like
Right.
people being stupid.
People being wicked stupid. But in the end, GBC supports free Tibet, and you know we stand with people.
100%.
We
Peace.
stand
That's what we
with
want, peace.
everybody who's facing
Peace
hardships
and
in the
wellness
world.
for everybody.
Absolutely.
And well-being, prosperity.
and
But
just-
prosperity, like you can be prosperous in the way you think and be just being happy
Yeah.
about your situation.
Yeah.
You know?
You got to keep it positive. And just so you guys know, the freestyle beat that we used today was called Flow Goal, and that was by Dope Beats. And you can find the link to that beat. Make sure you go check that dude out. Give him a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe.
Also, for us, look up at Ghetto Booth, like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
Booth TV.
Booth TV.
Ghetto Booth, music, if you like it.
Yep.
You know, that's Teddy Kyap. Look him up on YouTube. Make sure you have a little thing up there, and you'll be able to look up these things in the description of the episode.
Absolutely. And you'll see all the links to all the different things. And you know, we really want to give a shout out to him because
Thanks, man.
That was a super cool
Honestly,
interview. Absolutely.
It was like good. It was like that made my day.
It was real good. And you know, one last thing though, Paul. You think you're gonna visit that new topless dispensary?
Yeah. So I can honestly say that the next strip club I go to will probably be Castaway, Club Castaway.
Yeah.
But on an honest note, I haven't been to a strip club in years, so it's kind of like if I feel like I got enough money that I want to go and pay a lot of money for weed because I never usually have to buy it because I grow my own.
Yeah.
And also look at titties.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we want to leave in town.
It's kind of like your two favorite things, I'd say.
Yeah, titties and weed.
Titties and weed.
They literally are, and smile. Seeing people smile too. I enjoy that.
Yeah.
I think like at first they look so miserable, and then kind of just like something happens and they start smiling. Like that's a good thing to me. It makes me feel.
Yeah. And you know, as Booth TV leaves you for this week, we're gonna play that Nomad video that my boy was talking about, and we're gonna cut in some cut footage for the video.
From the video, no sound, just to let you guys know, just to clip it around, keep the scene moving,
just so you can see.
know what I'm saying.
And you know, coming up eventually here, we're gonna get the raw interviews up on GhettoBooth.com.
Always be checking up on that, guys. So we have all our links there. And I keep my Instagram. I keep the booth. We keep the Booth TV.
Yeah.
Always new stuff up on there.
Yeah.
The shorts, the reels,
everything. Even the SoundClouds are up there. And I mean, don't get me wrong. We haven't been really working the.
All the albums are free downloads.
Yep.
Free to download
for now. But you know, chapter 3 coming soon. Chapter 4 in the works. Ghetto Booth Chronicles. We never stop.
We never stop.
We never quit.
We never stop and never giving up. Dude, we
Ghetto
breathe
Booth.
hip hop.
Thank you for
We
joining
love you.
Booth
Join,
TV.
share, subscribe.